Hey folks, how you doing? Well, there's those days when you just have to take the L and move on and navigate your way through the next 24 hours. 1 hour at a time, basically. It's we have a little thing from Twitchy here. Dude, take the L. Anti-racism teacher demands people name cities BLM burned down and show proof of looting. Wow. Yes, these people still do exist. It is amazing after COVID, after all that's been revealed about the Twitter files and everything, these numbskulls still exist. And yes, we're talking about the self-centered, self-involved, annoying, know-it-all, lawn flamingos who spend their time ignoring reality and insulting those who have no choice but to live in said reality. So this Tim Wise guy, I think I've seen his name floating around on Twitter. And he's probably a paid bad actor, kind of like the Krasenstein brothers, paid by NGOs to do the bidding of the DNC, and pretend they're a grassroots organization or they're organic when they're actually just paid. And also, what the heck is an anti-racism teacher? Yeah, exactly. I don't imagine that curriculum. Like, I don't know. I've never heard of that. But I guess if you're anti something now, you're credible, right? Did he get his degree in underwater basket weaving, making coffee? Weird. Don't know. Not to mention, did he really not see what happened during the 2020 Summer of Love? Okay, so Tim Wise is getting mad here, but he's instantly just woke up this morning and said, I am going to be a big loser. I'm going to take a massive L today and say something so stupid, and I will get burned to the ground for this. But I don't know. Maybe this garners, some people are like, any attention's good attention. So name the cities that were burned down by BLM and Antifa and show pictures of these no longer existing cities. Well, of course, they rebuilt some of the stuff and they left some of it destroyed. Like some of them, they just moved. So you're going to get reamed immediately. And show pictures of these no longer existing cities. Well, not the entire city, okay? But many structures were burnt down for this. And in cases of looting, BLM activists were begging white kids to stop breaking windows or spray painting in places because BLM would get blamed as your, oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let's see what this says. As your, come on. Or spray painting in places like MSP, Minneapolis, St. Paul, because BLM would get blamed as you're proving to be true. This is going to go badly, I promise. And so embassy anchor, oh, this is that MSNBC anchor cried on air about January 6th, alligator tears. He cried. If you think this is bad, imagine his reaction at home watching BLM and Antifa burning down 30 American cities. What could have been his reaction to those events? Was he weeping as businesses burned? Absolutely not. He was also fueling the lie that this was just a peaceful protest while buildings were on fire behind him. And that he's trying to somehow dunk on someone pointing out J6 was tame compared to the riots. Yeah, that makes it even more obnoxious for sure. J.F. Christensen says, sure thing, Tim, right after you tell us where all the BLM donations went. Yes, I'd like to know that too. Where did all that go? I just saw so many black communities vastly improved right after the BLM riots. So much was vastly improved in these neighborhoods. And it's 3 years on from the St. Floyd protests, and I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing worse. I'm seeing black people getting kicked out of their neighborhoods. I'm seeing them moving into schools where black people go to school and saying, hey, we're moving your kids out. We're going to put a bunch of illegal aliens in the gym if that's okay. You know, I'm seeing them put them in their communities, in the black communities first. And I'm not sure how that panned out. So, but Patrice Couleur's got her 4 mansions, so congratulations to her. Let's see, Frog of Shame. If the Frog of Shame gets more likes than the original tweet, then your tweet really sucks. Well, and this is what it's getting. You never want the Frog of Shame. John Buckley says, you have been having a tough week, but this is a truly horrible take. Did you miss the whole Chaz Chop nightmare where criminals took over blocks of a city and rather than being prosecuted, were given a seat at the planning table? Yes, Chaz in Seattle where they took over and they had that autonomous zone. Okay. where there was no police allowed, no EMTs, no fire, nobody was allowed at all. And then they smoked weed for like a couple weeks. Tried to have a garden. There was a monstrous failure because these people actually have no real world skills. And then finally, that garden was destroyed by the cops just recently, like a couple weeks ago. So, excuse me. Anyway, so what a hot mess. Julio Rosas says, the 3rd precinct building is now on fire. Here's your evidence with pictures, buddy. I don't know why lefties want us to do their research for them. I think because they've been handed so many things. Like, just look it up, dude. Start doing your research. But I think they're afraid to because they're going to have to be red-pilled. Minneapolis Police Precinct. Look at that. It is actually on fire there with smoke and fire and spray paint and, yep, pretty much being destroyed. And there we go again. There's another too, and this is from Minneapolis. People, many good people, many scientists and doctors flipping off cameras, throwing things, raising their fists, flipping off various people, and getting selfies. So there's some, okay, for you. And let's go back here. We've got WWPS Sabrina says they literally had an independent country in Seattle. That was Chaz. The, I forget what Chaz stands for, Autonomous Zone. I forget what the CH is for. Anyway, any of you Antifa nut jobs could tell me. So if you want to let me know, just let me know if you're an Antifa nut job or you're totally mentally ill and you were there. Just let me know. But yeah, there's part of Chaz right there. Fuck the police. Well, that's new. So there they are, burning down a building. There you go. And there it is, burning again. And that's, oh, here's Minneapolis police right here. Yeah, burning down the police precinct. It's fantastic stuff right there. Oh, yes. And the riots in D.C. There they are, where they burned down the church. Where that church is that's right next to the White House. And Minnehaha Liquors, and I think, is this Minneapolis? Not sure, but there's a liquor store burning down very well because it's full of liquor. And I'm sure they grabbed a ton of liquor before they left too, might as well. And that's Antifa doing their best right there. Destruction. Not building anything, but destroying for sure. Scientists and doctors, that's what they are. And not unemployed behavior, no. This is more like EBT and unemployed behavior. Can you guys go one day without lying, is what Dave says here. These are pretty good pictures themselves. So here's several buildings burning down. There's one. Not sure where that is, but that's completely engulfed in flames. This thing's gone. This whole building is gutted. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There's another one. Yep. And you can see the baggy pants indicate that this is a doctor or a scientist for sure, because we know those are the people who are protecting us and on the front lines for COVID protection. Thank you so much, Jamil. And then there it is. An entire block of buildings completely engulfed in flames and burned to the ground. There it is right there. Thank you. Thank you, St. Floyd. And a pawn shop being burned to the ground too. People who already are probably struggling, and they are burning this to the ground. And so there you go. Good. Loot it and then burn it. So I'm so glad you guys are contributing. Thank you. Thank you. This from when your alphabet friends laid siege to a federal courthouse in Portland. Yep, remember that? Federal courthouse. And I would think there would be massive police charges and incarceration for this. Nope. No, there wasn't. There's plenty more. I can post them if you think they might jog your memory, Tim. Let me know. So there's another great picture too of, again, thank you, Lord, for their frontline doctors and scientists out there doing this. This is so sweet of them. Pouring fuel on a federal building and starting it on fire. So there we go. That's fun. And then, let's see. Hey, he asked for proof. We must never forget what happened on this dark day in our history. $2 billion worth of property damage. I'm going to that tweet because I wanted to archive that one for sure. Yeah, remember this. Here's some metrics, folks. If you need some metrics, Tim. $2 billion worth of property damage. 200 federal buildings damaged. 2,000 plus police officers injured. At least 25 Americans killed. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong protest. Yep. We had supposedly a insurrection sponsored by your friends and mine, the FBI, on January 6th, where people came in unarmed and took pictures. And then we had this, $2 billion worth of property damage, 25 Americans killed, 200 federal buildings damaged, all in the name of Antifa and BLM. Thank you very much for your contributions, you scientists and wonderful people. This is America. Don't catch us living up. Don't catch us living up. Look what I'm whipping up. This is America. Don't catch us living up. Don't catch us living up. Look what I'm whipping up. This is America. There we go. An Arby's. So they're burning down an Arby's. So that black neighborhood will no longer have another establishment where there's food. And this is why so many poor black neighborhoods in the United States, these people are moving out. Osco drugs, grocery stores, they're all moving out of, and you've got this wasteland where there's no place close by to get food or to get anything, to get prescriptions. So this helps. I'm glad. This BLM really helped these black communities, as you can see. As you can see, obviously, look at that. Doctors and scientists building for the future for our children right there. Isn't that great? And then there you are, tipping a car over and kicking it in. Definitely great. The fatherless behavior is just great. And tipping it over, most likely helping the elderly man inside to try to get his car upright again, so that he may drive to the store and get his prescriptions. So these children are just really a nice bunch, and they're wearing their COVID masks too. So that's just on top of everything that's just a cherry on top of the courtesy, the hill of courtesy that these wonderful scientists and doctors are doing for the American public. Thank you. And let's go ahead. I think that's about it, but I think the point has been made. I don't know. Yes, I'm pretty sure it has. So anyway, yes, billions in damages. Some cities still haven't come all the way back. And let's not forget rising crime, because it's officially racist to enforce the law. Wise did not respond. Tim, please respond. You had a question, a very good question. You were given receipts that were longer than a U-Haul receipt, and we still haven't heard back from you. So please, let us know how it goes. Okay, thank you so much for participating, and to all the doctors and scientists who are doing this and participating in all this wonderful stuff, thank you for your service. So anyway, talk to you later. Thanks, folks. Bye.